everyone. It is your girl Sunshine with Shine Vibrations. Apologies for the delay, but who's to say about being a little late just a little bit? It's Friday. Hope y'all are getting ready for, y'all festives for this weekend and planning a safe one at that. But tonight, let's get right to it. Y'all already know I've been talking about September 30th, Sunshine Vibrations, 1 year anniversary for the podcast. And it's going to be hosted at the Rich Lounge. I got to get back with him today after the show. But this is what the layout is for the event. So mark y'all calendars for September 30th, all right? Make sure y'all will be in the building. I will be putting up flyers this weekend with the Eventbrite links, just to keep it casual. You know, vendors, poets come out because it may end up being a yearly Shine Vibration Slam, looking to give about a $300 cash prize for those who want to be in the slam. Also, y'all know I host the open mic Thursdays nights with Pizza Twist. And eventually it'll go to both locations. And last but not least, stay tuned. My sons and I, aka the Royal Sons, have our first children's book titled I Can Do Anything. This book is a collection of morning conversations that I have with my sons daily, from the time we wake up to the time they get dropped off at school. It includes positive affirmations, and here in the Charlotte area, they have something what is called social emotional learning. So this fits right in with all of that. So I will be also shopping it to the school systems around there. Look for it to be on Amazon. And I come from the hustler era, so look for me to have some on hand. You feel me? Could do the hand-to-hand transaction. That's just that Jersey in me. And speaking of Jersey, tonight's guest, Mo. And we ain't talking about me, because y'all know I also go by Mo too. And see, I spell mine M-O and he spells his M-O-E. So that's how y'all gonna know the difference. But he is an artist, a poet, a MC, because there is a difference. A writer, a performer, and yes, indeed, a brand creator. I haven't spit anything in a while, so I guess I could go ahead and do one for the intro. As y'all know, somebody at work gave me COVID and I was too through. I was done. But when things shut you down and make you move slow or make you completely shut down, it's amazing what happens to your creative ability, because you can't move. You can't do anything else. But for some odd reason, I just had to write. So I do have two pieces that I will share tonight. But I'm going to do the first one, and it's going to lead right into our guest tonight. So this one is called Number One Fan. Peace, black man. Did you know I'm your number one fan? No matter your plight, the world is yours, sitting right in the palms of your hands. Even when things seem they're not going quite right, understand you are loved tremendously and not alone in this here fight. Protecting you from all foes so that you may execute your plan while achieving all your goals and staying on your toes. The power is within you, not in the thread of your clothes. The powers that be from all angles intercede with all kinds of negativity, wanting us to believe there ain't no we. Unity in this present day society. We're more than a team, supporting each other, standing back to back, because ain't no lacking when defending this dynasty. You've provided protection and security by any means necessary. Oh, he's a thug, he's a criminal. Those believe he should be behind bars, but on the contrary, he is a king and he shines brighter, brighter, brighter than the brightest stars. Healed from old scars, they can no longer play him like the strings on a guitar. What it do? Peace, beloved. How
What
are
up? What
you?
up?
Wanted
Peace.
to bring you right in with that one, always paying homage to the black man, appreciate you, brother, for your existence and for what you put out in the universe and what you do for the community as
Uh-uh.
well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to it. I found you through other mutual friends. We kind of moving through the same crowds, but never got a chance to cross paths except for, in the social media realm. And then when I looked, I said, wait a minute. Every time he go live, he in Jersey. Oh, I really got to get this brother on the show. And then I'm listening and I'm like, yeah, he Jersey all the way. Like I hear it, even though by way of Brooklyn, but it's still the cross the water. I understand, but I felt all of that. I heard the Jersey come across, and that's why I was like, you mind being on my podcast? I know you and probably was like, how's she even? So before we get into all of those particulars, introduce yourself and what do you want the people to know about you?
Um, I don't. I don't want them to know. I want them to learn me. Like, I don't
Mm,
want to tell you. I want you to learn me. So, of course, like you said, Via, I was born in Brooklyn, but I'm a Jersey boy. My mom moved me to Newark, New Jersey
Brick
when I was
City.
about 4 years old. So I went to elementary school there. No disrespect to New York. I love you guys, but I'm a Jersey dude. So Brick City, Newark, that's what I rep. That's where I'm from. That's where my talent was developed. That's where I learned everything that makes me me. Later in life, I went back to revisit New York and pull some things from there where, I met some people that taught me a lot. Sonny Carson, rest in peace, being one of them. But
Mm,
I move with serious cats in Brooklyn, but I'm a Jersey boy.
all right.
That's what I want
That's
you to know.
that's what you want us to know. Okay, so I know a little bit background already. Y'all must know I do get to know my guests before they come on. But when was poetry like when did you get introduced or how should I say did you get introduced to poetry?
Hmm. Okay. Two ways. One was I started out rapping. Then I developed my rapping skills and became an MC.
Mm,
One, like I started out like Eminem, a rapper, and then I learned to become an MC like Rakim.
mm,
So once I developed becoming an MC, that's when that's when New York came back to play. I moved back to New York, tried to get into the music. The funny thing about it is people were interested in me, and I was in a group called Temple Bearers. People were
Temple Barrels.
interested in us. However, they was like, okay, can you take that same flow and that same skill, but talk about this negative stuff, like sell this liquor and sell our truth?
Yeah.
We ain't want to kick that. So here I am. However, the first thing that got me into poetry was there's for some strange reason rap music is the only genre of music that has an expiration date. So I'm getting long in the tooth and up there in years, and I'm on the stage still killing these young MCs, but it ain't looking right. Like, and then the one gray string started, and then the next gray string started, and it was like, yo, the women are saying, yo, you 30 and still trying to, you 40 and still trying to rap. So that wasn't gonna be me. So instead of being clown, but I can't stop. So I had to find an alternative. And it was
Hmm.
like, cut the music off and still rhyme, and it's called poetry. And that's the first introduction. But the second introduction was trying out this poetry on Facebook. All these poets started reaching out to me and saying, "Hey, would you like to come and kick some of that?" I wasn't writing poems. I was just saying rhymes without the beat.
That's right.
I was my raps. I would just cut the beat off and say them. And they was like, "Yo, that poem was nice." And I'm like, "No, that was a rhyme, but it was a poem." That's when I learned, "Yo, you always been a poet. You just been a poet with music."
That's right. That's right.
So,
A lot of people don't like to, well, I'm not going to say a lot of people. People who are not in the art, in the know, they like to categorize you and they like to put you in places as if they're moving pieces on the chessboard.
right,
But being a griot is something that's timeless.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So there's no age limit on it. I personally feel there's no age limit on rappers. Like you presented though,
right.
it's the masses that you dealing with. But with me, if you still got it, man, rock that until the wheels fall off. You feel me? Like I feel like, and it's nothing against you, but I just really feel like we, as the listeners or the consumers, we have to stop putting people in boxes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much more to people, and as we grow through life, you gain more wisdom. So you could be spitting that fire about the stuff that you get in life, but it's dope that you know how to still convey those messages and them lessons, by becoming a poet,
Well,
doing it from that angle.
here's the problem though. Like I need what I need.
Mm,
So when I'm doing these poetry shows, I end up rhyming. And they prefer, like, I'm not, well, I won't say prefer, but they welcome and embrace it. It's like, yo,
that's right.
like the young guys is like one of my brothers, he referred to me as the God MC. And I'm like, yo, I can't accept that. But he's like, but it is what it is.
It
It's like,
is
you
what it
God MC.
is.
Yeah, yeah,
You're not going
you
to
God
accept it
MC.
because of KRS-One. I know why.
So right, so I'm saying,
I know.
yo, there's a God MC, there's a teacher already. Those were my teachers, Rakim, KRS-One.
That's
Those were
right.
my teachers. I got my griminess from Cool G Rap, and like I got
Yes.
this. Yeah, I can get grimy. I can get grimy with it. I stay positive and I put out the positive messages. But if MC want to get it, let's get it.
Yeah, if
I,
you got to get gully, it's there. You know
let's
what I'm
get
saying? It's
it.
there.
Yeah,
But see, that's the beauty about poetry. You know what I'm saying? Because you're telling a story. KRS-One, but can't even without, because everyone knows that I love KRS-One, especially like we just talked about my sons and I was blessed with given the opportunity to introduce my sons to someone I've looked up to since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And to have that opportunity for my sons to make an impression on him meant the world to me. Him and his wife Simone, they are beautiful people, and they were like, look, we want to come back, and when we come back, we want to work with your sons. Let us know when the book get going, send us the links. We gonna do whatever to get y'all out there. And when I say, like how you said, you like to stay humble, the brother is so humble.
let me tell you.
He is a gentle giant. Do you understand?
I met him one time. I was about 19, 18 or 19. My street brother, Ed, had a show at
Mm,
Columbia University.
okay.
And you can add this to my resume. He asked me and another homeboy to be his backup dancer. Yeah, I used to could dance. If the dances I could do come back in style, then I can dance. You can put dance on me. I'll kill it. But I'm not a dancer anymore. But if they ever come back in style, then you can add that to my resume again. So I back up dance for him. We get to Columbia University, and he said, "Yo, so I'm opening for KRS-One," and I was like, "Wait a minute, you got me on stage with KRS-One dancing, and I rap? So the first time I met KRS-One, I performed on stage with him. I opened, but I danced. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But see,
I was dancing.
it's more to us. Like this the thing when I say like not every artist can just be put in one box. You can't put them in this one category because a lot of us are multifaceted. It's more stuff that we can do. But that's a dope experience though, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And he came out, he high fived us like he was telling us, yo, y'all was dope. That was dope. I was like, bro, you should have heard me spit. But this my man's show. And Ed, if you watching this, you know I'm doper than you, so don't be mad. This I'll let you get that because if I'd have took over your show, if I'd have started rocking. So I danced for you. Because I didn't want to outshine you, and you know I would.
You ain't want to outshine them.
I mean, it is what
Oh,
it
man.
is. Like
Yeah, you
I'm
know it
trying
is
to
what
be.
it is.
It
That's
is
just
what
what
it
we do.
is. I love you, Ed. You know, but I'll kill you. I'm tell
So,
y'all.
so in school, you
Hmm.
who were the influences? Up, peace, super producer, soul rest, music is in the building. He
All
said,
right.
"Good evening." Um, what were the influences as far as shaping your talent coming through school? Was there anybody that pushed you or encouraged you, or was that when you found out, what your niche was?
Okay. So, um, my first influence was God. Let me
Mm,
explain. Whatever that energy was. My
mm.
mom used to have encyclopedias and books and stuff around the
Ooh,
house.
Britannica. Remember that? Mm,
Yep.
I
And
had
she had
all of
the
that.
encyclopedias. So, single mom, two kids. My little sister wasn't born, so two kids struggling. Those were my toys. I mean, I had toys. She bought me toys. We wasn't poor like that. But when I got bored with that, there was no Atari. It was the Botanica. So my first influence was those blank pages. They were just blank and pretty. It was nothing on them. And I just grabbed a pencil and started drawing whatever I saw. So drawing, so from that, my mom actually started buying me drawing stuff for two reasons: to stop messing up her books and to hone my talent. So my mom was it was God and my mom. God said, there go some books, there go a pencil, get busy. Nobody showed me or nothing. I just started doing it. And at my age, like instead of me getting in trouble for drawing in her books, me drawing what I saw that well for my age made her decide to push my talent. So that's what made her send me to Arts High. And Arts
Shout out to
High
Arts High.
and Arts High taught Miss Caldwell was a big lover of us young black boys. She knew that the system was set up for us to fail. So she was the principal, last I've heard. But she was an art teacher when I went there. Even though Mr. Kareko was my art teacher, the the other art teacher from the other class gave me the most love and pushed me the hardest. But that's not my biggest strength though. My biggest strength is writing.
Yeah.
Like my biggest strength is writing stories, uh movies, songs, raps, poems, and I credit that all again to the energy source that provides me with that and my 7th and 8th grade teacher. Um I went to Cleveland Elementary in Newark.
Mm.
and they went up to the 8th grade. But in the 6th grade, they kicked me out and sent me to University High Gifted and Talented program
Why you get kicked out?
because because they said we can't do nothing for you here. They sent me to a high school gifted and talented. Like I told you, my mom would kill us
No,
if
I
we
just
came
wanted
home
you
with any.
to explain why you was kicked out.
Okay, I got kicked out because I was too smart for their damn asses. They couldn't teach me nothing. Like our curriculum, what we're teaching our 7th and 8th graders here, you're past that. Again, I had a sister that was 3 years, 2.5 years older than me. So what we played in the house, school. She was the teacher,
That's
I
right.
was
That
the
was the
student.
thing to play in the 80s and the
Right,
90s. You played
right.
school.
So Charnette was my teacher. I was the student. But she didn't teach me stuff from my class. She taught me stuff from her class. But that's what she knew.
Hmm.
So in the 7th grade, I was learning 10th grade work. In the 5th grade, I was learning 8th grade work from my older sister. And I learned it. Like we wasn't just playing, I actually learned it.
Hmm.
So Cleveland kicked me out, said, "There's nothing we can do to you for you, but there's a program." So they let me go to University High across town, away from all of my friends. All my friends were still at Cleveland. Some went other places, but I was by myself. And Miss Bashir, an English teacher, I thought then I couldn't stand her. I love her now. But she used to always pull me like, why me? Like, yo, he doing it too. Like, leave me alone. Why you ain't messing with
It ain't
him?
just me. Why you pointing me out?
Yeah. So one day she said, yo, you think I'm hard on you, right? And I got the corny television speech that you're gonna be something. You're smarter than the rest of these kids, and da 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 da. Like, wow, that's how you gonna talk about the rest of the kids? But okay. And I got harder work. I had harder assignments. I had to write this story, and I need a plot. You need a plot. You need for there to be a climax. You need a protagonist. You need like she taught me the elements of writing stories and screenplays and books. The rest of the kids just got taught how to write essays. Use a paragraph, indent here. That's all they wanted to learn.
Hmm.
That's all I wanted to learn. You making this hard for me because if I fail, if I get less than a B, I'm gonna get a B.
Okay, yeah. Like, yeah, go back to that. What is the less than the B thing? Like, you got to explain why.
Okay. I know people might say your mom was crazy, but in the 80s, you got to understand what a young black man was. A young black man was in the way. Really, so the system that was designed for me to fail, no matter how well I do. So my mom theory was a C means average.
That's right.
And even though the average anybody else can do well in life, it's hard for an exceptional black man. So an average black man is going to have hell.
That's
So
right.
if you're getting C's, you're going to be average. And you're not going to make it in this life as a black man in the 80s and 90s. You thinking with the 80s, 90s mentality. You're not going to make it. You ain't going to be much in life. Average black man. If you was anything else, C's might be okay. But as a black man, a C, you're not going to. You have to get A. You have to be a straight A student just for them to look at you like they look at the C student of another race.
That's right.
And that was her philosophy. I wasn't trying to hear that back then.
But
Like,
you
nah.
appreciate it now, don't you?
I appreciate her. I appreciate Miss Bashir. It's crazy how I appreciate all the people that I couldn't stand back then.
Hmm. That's how it be. That's how it be.
I told
So,
my 16-year-old that I said, you're going to love me when you're about 30.
or
Right now,
like I
I
talked
know.
about my sons. My sons are 9 and 11,
Mm-hmm.
and they love me now.
Oh,
So
they learning now.
yeah, they love me now, and when I say like it shocks me, and I share this from time to time about how my sons when I speak to them, the things that I pour into them, I'm starting to see the the manifestations of that. Like, especially with my oldest and my youngest, like the way that they carry conversations. One, it's like it's like I'm not in the room. Like they've had debates or arguments on who I'm going to live with when I get older. They Everything that they plan for their future, it's the end result is, well, we got to do this because once we do this and we get our money, we got to give it to mommy. Like, cause mommy go hard for us. You know, the other day it was some situations. They just went back to school on the 28th. My oldest son, for some reason, they didn't get his bus situation straight. I went straight up to the school. The transportation department don't want to holler at me. So now I'm gonna go to the school. Because if I gotta go to the transportation department, it's really gonna be a problem. So let me go to the school first. Let me enlist them. Let me put the coworkers against the coworkers. You feel me?
They don't
And
know about us Jersey parents.
they don't know. They
We
just
will
don't
roll up
know.
on the school and we can get it popping. I don't want to talk to nobody. What?
Oh, I went straight to the school, and the brother that assisted me, shout out to him. He was originally from the DMV area, so he understood. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He said nope. And when he looked up my address, he said, "Are you serious?" He was like, "You know this bus stop is right across the street from your house." I said, "I know. I can see it from my door." And that's why I'm not understanding why they're giving me a hard time. So he said, "You know what? Go ahead. Put your son on that bus tomorrow. And by Wednesday, the afternoon bus will be straight." The principal, I got on the phone with her the next day. I was like, "Look, I'm gonna be a little late. I could only leave 30 minutes early to get there, but I ain't gonna get there till 5." She said, "Oh no, ma'am. Nope, hold on. Let me call you back in 5 minutes." She was like, "Miss Cromwell, don't even worry about it. We putting your son on the bus. He will be on there permanently starting today. You just gotta know how to handle your handle. That's all."
Y'all Jersey mothers.
Yeah, we don't play. We don't play. We don't play. So,
Yeah.
real quick, where
Mhm.
was this? Where were you at this
Oh
event?
man. Okay, so me, myself, well, two sisters put together a group called Urban Floetics, and they were putting on poetry shows. I did one of the shows for them, and then they asked me to join them as a partner.
Mm.
And that was at one of our events. And whatever I was doing, I don't know what I was spitting, but I was feeling that. I
Yeah,
don't know
cause you.
what I was.
Hey, let me bring that picture back up.
Yo,
Cause
I
when
don't know
I
what
say
I
you
was
was
spitting, but I
spinning,
wasn't playing with that one.
let me point something out. You see
Mhm.
your left hand.
Mhm.
You see the way that, man. Let me tell you
Yo, I'm
something.
telling you, yo,
That
that's
the
that
way that
jersey,
pinky look, the way that pinky stand up.
and
When I
and
tell you,
that's
Uncle
from getting into
Grandfather.
fight. They
That's my
both crooked.
grandfather.
That that's from getting into fights, but
But I'm
but
just
they I
saying, like
was
the way
serious
it
with
just
that
sit
one.
up. My grandfather, every time he would speak, them pinkies was going up.
Yeah,
Plus, he
man.
used to rock the pinky ring, you know. But every time, and then people will point that out to me. They be like, "What's up?" I'll be like, "Well, I have crooked pinkies. You know,
Right.
remember most folks would get the extra finger." So in
Hmm.
my family, if you didn't get the extra finger, you got the crooked pinkies. So I got the crooked pinkies. You know what I'm saying? My little cousin Fantasia, shout out to
Hmm.
her. She got the crooked pinkies plus the
Hmm.
extra fingers. So that was just. But yeah, I've banged them a few times too, being
Yeah, I
extra
been
rough for no reason.
basketball,
Basketball,
basketball and fighting.
basketball is always the number one reason why you jam your fingers up.
Yeah, man. Basketball was another one.
So we
Yeah.
do have to break for our blast music artist of the week. So we're gonna do this real quick and then we're gonna come back because I know the folks want to hear some of your art, you know. We're gonna get into your flavor. Okay, so right now the blast artist of the week is sponsored by the Lee Law Firm. If you are in the Dallas Fort Worth area and need legal assistance, go to Facebook and look up the Lee Law Firm, as well as after the Blast Artist of the Week's video, there will be an ad for them. And when I tell you, it's been so long since I heard this brother. I love Yamasani. If y'all don't know this brother, please follow him on blast24music.com. Also, follow him on YouTube and anywhere you see his name, because this brother is fire here. So, without further ado, we got Yamasani with The Culture.
Okay, girl, get it together. I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
Who's a Jew and who's not? That seems to be the new topic. But I'd rather talk about who profits from violence on them singles you copping. Man-made holidays commonly deceive you in shopping. We in such pain, we seek out naproxen. Try to switch to PEA and doctors treat it like it's treason to stop it. Big Pharma feeling the karma. It's the season of logic, and we waking up, clean the house, mentally steaming the carpet. This the reconstruction era, breathing the carcass. Read me the charges. Kyrie retweets an image and they're seizing his dollars. Stephen A says I'm loving this, and he even hollers for stricter punishment. Oh, and Shaq, he's an accomplice, saying Kyrie should be suspended. Me being honest, media egregiously takes brothers, even hermanas, and pins them up against one another to feed the piranhas. I mean, that Kyrie stormed the Capitol with thieves and Obamas. I'm watching all this happen at the crib in my pajamas like
I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
Can I trouble you for a moment in time for us to huddle to? My people been through more ups and downs than the letter W. God, your people fell out of touch. We scared to summon you. We worship false idols that encourage us to be drug induced. The truth is hard to rebuttal, yay, so they muzzle you. Call you an unsolvable puzzle and they unpublish you. Try to make you earn approval with hurdles you jump into. But wait, make your decision like turtles, cause they can tug at you. But they know who you are, it's a power struggle and suppers do. Reclaim your seat at the table, pour you a cup or two. Take the largest portion of justice because they hunting you. Don't forget to finish that spinach dish in the supper stew. Leave the humble pie for the shot with the hitting colors too. Once you discover self with compass, you'll notice something new. They don't want you smarter, cause all of it's meant to comfort you and keep you running in a virtual bubble that's puncture proof.
I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
Dear LeBron, some say you the GOAT. I think that label's a joke for any human, cause every human's the greatest that's woke. So I'm confused by the words that you chose to use in your quote. You don't respect it, Bron, who you protecting? To not support the truth that your brother spoke is pathetic. I guess stealing people's identities copacetic. You act as if Kyrie is a random user on Reddit that posted a random documentary to say he said it. But when in contrary, he's been mostly prophetic, especially with that jab that you took. Do you regret it? You know how many adverse reactions needed a medic? Your boy Kyrie's with the ancestors comedic. They burned our temples, took our Prius paper to shred it. And you ain't say a word when they called them anti-Semitic. Brown with everything else, you're so versatile and eclectic. John Sally stood up for Kai, your boy Shay Shay ain't expected, but
I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
Oops. Well, I guess the Lee Law Firm's ad is not there like it was supposed to be. So I just dropped my phone, so pardon me.
Stop.
You good over there, bruh? I
I'm
see
good.
that you had dropped out in the background real quick. I was like, where'd he go?
Yo, and I was, I was like, oh, and I'm scrambling. I was like, okay. I hope this isn't like, what is that?
You had,
Zoom.
yeah, you had time, but I don't know what happened to it. Was supposed to be an ad after the song, but it wasn't there, so it's all good. Um, Now, if you are an independent artist or spoken word poet or even up and coming comedian looking for some extra exposure, then head on over to blastmusic247.com and register for the FREE. That's free. But hold on. Blast music isn't just for artists, it's also for the fans, like me. I'm an artist and a fan. Like, I'm a fan of his. Little do y'all know that. So if you love artists and great music like what you heard tonight and want to hear hundreds of more artists who was willing to share their music with you, then go on ahead and register also for the what? FREE, the free at blast24music.com, changing the industry one artist at a time. So we're gonna give your peoples a shout out real quick because you sent me this flyer, right? Is it this tomorrow?
Yep, that's tomorrow. So
Tales from the tongue. Woof. That sounds
so
like it's gonna be serious. And
my
where is that going to
brother,
be?
my brother uninvited, who's is an amazing poet. The brother is amazing when it comes to that erotic stuff, right? So,
Yes.
uh,
So I need you to reach out to him because I also have erotic shows, like series that I do on here. I do couples of the art, and I also do my erotic poetry series. So yes, I needs him. I
I
needs
know,
him.
I know quite a few of them. That's
Yeah, look, send them on my way because I really want to get it to where I have almost like a little mini slam, might do, Venus versus Mars type deal. You feel me? I'm tweaking over here. I'm working it together.
Hmm.
Yeah, you
Well,
like that, right?
yeah, because I don't know. This what you? I don't know if you want that smoke because Mars. I'm gonna jump on Mars team. So.
Yes, we want all the smoke because you want to know why? Erotic poetry, like I'm gonna tell you, I've been writing
Mm-hmm.
erotic poetry since about 20, no, matter of fact, it was longer than 2020. Yeah, the first erotic poem I ever wrote was, matter of fact, before my daughter was born. So that's going back 2002, like that. Back then, I had notebooks upon notebooks. I don't know what was going on with me at the time, but through the years, I've lost those. And then linking with my peoples in Greensboro, they took me to shout out to brother Desan and the folks out there in Durham, North Carolina at the Hiati Theater in Durham, North Carolina, where I went to my first erotic poetry slam. And when I tell you, and that was like 2015, and when I tell you, like, when you go to events, it gives you like a battery. You know what I'm saying? It puts an extra. It
Yeah.
gives you that wind beneath your wings type things. Like, forget Red Bull. All I needed to hear was a few of them spit on stage, and like the fire was ignited all over again. And
Listen.
then about, I want to say, my son's godfather kind of forced me to go one night after he was a feature in Greensboro. And then we drove to Durham after that because I also love the erotic slams because they don't start until midnight. I love that part too. And I ended up getting pulled into the slam. My first slam ever, mind you, and it was an erotic slam, and I made it to the second round. Like, I didn't have but two. You feel what I'm saying? So I couldn't go any further than the second round. But my first time, as they say, busting your cherry, I scored a
Mhm.
26.9 out of 30.
Well, he's uninvited is having the same thing. He's having an open
Ooh.
mic. You show your talent, but he's also having an erotic poetry slam. Now,
I'm
here's
mad I ain't gonna be in Jersey tomorrow. I wanna
here's the
go.
thing. Yeah, here's the thing with that. My roots are in banging on the wall in the hallway while I rap and then
Mhm.
his turn, and then my turn again, and then his
Oh,
turn.
so y'all go that far back.
So no, I'm saying my roots in
Oh,
my talent roots.
gotcha.
I'm at uninvited in the let me tell you, let me change the subject. I've been in a lot of communities. The
Okay.
house community. I'm not a house head, but I got
I
friends.
am. I'm a house head.
Right. So I have friends, they would take me out with them. So in the house community, it can be nice, it can be mean. But
Yeah.
right. And then the hip hop community, I got a lot of love because I was more dangerous, but it can be brutal, the hip hop community. It,
Hmm.
it depends, I got a lot of love out of it, but it can be brutal. The poetry community, oh my God. It's just love everywhere. I just love the feeling. It's like everybody just love everybody. Even, and I'm gonna just tell you the funniest part, because again, my roots is in hip hop, banging on the hall, battle rapping.
Hmm.
So introduction to poetry. I'm at these poetry slams, and somebody would get up there. I'm not like this now, but back in the beginning, I was like, that's straight trash. And they would snap. We'll wait for you, brother. He'll forget his words and whatnot. I'm like, yo, you forgot your own thing. I was a virgin to poetry, so I brought my hip hop in. Like, yo, get him off the stage next.
Let me find out you was having an Apollo in your head.
So when I saw the love, I'm like, I'm looking at people snap for this trash. I said, okay,
He said for this trash.
if they snapping for this trash, I should get them off their feet. And lo and behold, I did, and I fell in love with doing poetry and never looked back. That is the best community ever that I ever been in, and I've been in a lot of communities. Hip hop. I mean, I was part of the Black Watch, so I'm familiar, very familiar, with Sonny Carson, um, Lumumba Carson, Brother
Hmm.
J. Everybody know the MC Brother J from X Clan.
That's
Um,
right. X
another one of my
Clan.
another one of my teachers. That's another one of my teachers. So um my background didn't allow me was gonna get me kicked out of poetry shows because I'm like, he trash. That was good. Oh, she got skill. And then
You
they
was
asked me
going
to,
for the jugular.
yo, yo, it was so bad. I had to stop being an MC for a minute. It was so bad that when Urban Floetics put on shows, I was like, who y'all got in the lineup? Oh, yo, he nice. I'm killing him. I'm killing him. I'm killing her. That was my mentality.
You was
But
ready
it
for
actually
war.
paid off. That's how Mo Danger the Poet got big. Because I
Yeah.
went in there with that. I'm killing everybody that touched the mic.
Like this a battle right here. We
Yeah,
battling tonight. You
and then I
taking
had
you
to
taking it
straighten that.
back to the parks under the street lights. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel you. I knew exactly where you was going with it.
For
But you
being a
know what?
rapper
That's
first.
that's good though. Cause that helps build you. That not only does it help build your character in the arts, but it also builds you to, push you to go harder, to make you want to write better. Even if you come across somebody who might be a little flyer, like they might one up you and it'd be like, oh, okay, let me go back and
Uninvited.
do.
Lost Child. I'm gonna name a couple now. Here it go. So Urbane Floetics revolving around me. Like Mo is the show, but that was no good. Show after show after show after show.
Mhm.
So they started getting better talent. So now I'm a spoiled brat because this man on stage killing it. The women is loving them. And then another brother get on stage. That's Uninvited and Lost Child. Remember them poets' names.
That's right.
Uninvited and Lost Child. So he on the stage killing it. Now I'm in my chair, mad, like, yo, these mom, they nice. What am I gonna so, now I get on stage. Yo, drop my music. Now I don't even want to do poems. Now I'm rapping. Now I'm rapping, but that's how I'm up there. I got now drop the music. Now I'm rapping. Now I'm killing everything. But what it did was make me take poetry more seriously and made me write more serious. I took it so serious, I even created a brand behind it.
There we go. Now y'all can see it on his shirt, and I'm gonna also show the picture of it as well. And I love this poetry, with the tree turning into the pencil. The moment he sent me this, I said, yo, I love this. Brand creator. Yes, that's what you are, brother. Um,
And
so
so the
before
concept
we
behind
get,
that, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's what I was about to ask you.
Okay.
Where did you come up with that concept?
So the concept behind the tree to me is like we was talking about rapping and separating it from poetry, but it is poetry. Poetry is communication. Poetry is communicating your thoughts and your feelings to the masses. It's also relating and speaking for people who can't put those words and stuff together. But poetry doesn't always have to be written words.
That's right.
Like praise dancers tell a story.
That's
So to
right.
me, that's poetry in motion.
That's
So
right.
that's a branch on this tree. A painter, that's visual poetry. A
That's
picture is
right.
worth what? 1,000 words.
Thousand words. That's right.
So that's paint. That's poetry. Of course, writing is the truest form of communication. But there's all kind of a barber. If you cut hair and you're skillful with it, I'm not talking about just the average barber who just and you have a talent and a skill to do that, you a poet. You are speaking your talent, you are speaking for that man. When I go out and everybody tell me how your hair looks you
Yo,
look
who
so
your
handsome.
barber? That lineup sharp. You know
Who
what
your barber?
I'm
You
saying?
a
And he
poet.
piped you out.
So if you have a special gift or a special talent, you need to be wearing you a poetry shirt because on one of these branches you on it. Whether you sing, dance, draw, bartender, you make incredible drinks, you do hair, whatever it is. And the shirt itself is poetry because it's a play on words.
That's
Because if
right.
you say poetry real fast, poetry, you get . So
But that's dope.
that was the concept behind this brand. And I said, you know what? I need to take this poetry stuff serious. I'm getting I had the pleasure of meeting incredible talents. Like I just did something with Mia X. Oh my God. She's an incredible poet. I love her energy and her drive. And we did a chandelier street fair. If you follow me on Instagram at Mo Danger or Facebook, of course, at DMC, or you can, if you, nah, you don't need to follow me because I share everything from TikTok to Facebook. But if you follow me on all the pages, you will see the performances and the shows. But the chandelier was an outdoor performance that was actually filmed that may be entered into the Sundance, that will be entered into the Sundance Film Festival.
Okay,
Um,
okay, all right, okay, okay. That's what I'm talking about.
so it's like I said, the poetry community is very welcoming, and even though I was a part of the hip hop community for so long, they didn't treat me like a stranger. They was like, "Oh, you our cousin." I'm treated like a favorite cousin. I was treated like a favorite cousin. Now I'm treated like a brother.
Yeah, indeed. Like I shared with you, uh shout out to Veteran I, the brother I met down this way when young dirty, old dirty son came down here to perform with a bunch of group out here well, not out here because I'm in Charlotte, but in Greensboro. And after his performance, I was like, yo, let me get, your socials, let me follow you and stuff like that. And he was like, what you do? I said, what you mean? Nah, I just came here to support. He said, nah, what you do. He said, because I hear it in your voice and the way that you speak. And I said, oh, I'm a spoken word artist. He said, oh, you a lyricist. Yeah, go ahead. Put your number in my phone. Follow me. This is me on this one's that. He real cool peoples with copper vibrations, shout out to them because I stay rocking them. And also shout out to Big Bro, Rule Jacobs, because I stay rocking the Fresh Moons from his clothing line. My bro also from Jersey. Um,
I know
you know,
Rule.
yeah, Rule, right? I figured you would. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the clothing brand. I stay rocking either the t-shirts, but I stay with the Fresh Moons. He's a dope lyricist as well. So, when I send stuff to certain people, like he's one of those that I be like, bruh, check this out. He recently told me, yeah, Shine, put the poetry book on the shelf for a second and go ahead and do the EP. So the first poem that I spit, shout out to Soul Rest because he actually did a track for it. So that's probably going to be the opener on my EP. But I have another one. So I already know you like in comparison to you and I, you the GOAT. So you ain't
Nah.
about look, you ain't about to shit on me on my own podcast, okay? So I'm gonna do my second one before I let you rip. And you know what I'm saying? So however you got two, you got three in the back that in the bag that you want to spit, you know what I'm saying? By all means. This poem here, I was a little convicted. During the pandemic, I was just like music. That's what I do. I don't really like watching TV too much unless it's like something that's a comedy or a movie, like independent movie, like somebody that I know created a movie. Like I like to do a lot of supporting and watch my peoples, not this stuff that's always out. Like show me people that's out here in a community that's putting out stuff. So I like to, keep that flavor because it also kind of keeps you stirred up. You got creatives around you all the time. You can't help but to stay creative. So that's how I kind of like to keep it at home. And Raheem Devon, his song, every word in this song is gonna be about you. Everybody know the title of it is you. So I was sitting there and I posted it one day and I said, but instead I put poem. And shouts out to when I say he is a master teacher in his own right. Shout out to the poet extraordinaire Axiom, uh erotic poet slam champ for some years. He's been the champ more than once. So he jumps on the post and says, "Oh, this gonna be a fire ass poem," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I don't know if it was whatever was going on at the time or why, but I never got to write it. I never got around to writing it. But going back, just like number one fan, guess what I ended up writing? I finally finished it. So this the next one. And when I'm done, you could go ahead and get yours ready because I'm not going to do no introduction. You just slide right in and spit whichever one you want first. All right. So that's not to plagiarize. I changed this. The title of my poem is Loved Musically. Every word in this poem is gonna be about you. Indeed. Every word in this poem is going to be about you. The way I lose control like silk every time I gaze upon you. Our energy exchange is so outstanding, like the Gap Band compels me to spread my wings like troop. I'll follow you across the planet, showering you with love anytime, any place, like Janet, because there's principles, the pleasure. Those that don't get it will go half crazy like music, idling wild, becoming an outcast, wishing they had the opportunity to cry out like Etta James at last. Every word in this poem is going to be about you. My guard has never been so low. You can come inside like intro. I'll keep you satisfied, exhuming ribbons of our love throughout the sky. King, what I speak on beams is the truth. Can you feel it in the air? Now grateful for those greens, Vivian, those emotional roller coasters made me a better woman for you. Taking them long walks, feeling like I'm golden, like Jilly from Philly, cause it's you I be holding. Our hearts are so kindred. Let's get far away from here and gaze upon the stars, building, manifesting the method to Cal. You're all that I need. I'll be there for you like Mary J. Blige up on the roof, enjoying every moment with you without delay. On my Marsha Ambrosia, I'd rather be alone together, quenching your desert sand thirst with my waters while you continue to make it wet, busting those rhymes so clear, pulling me near, whispering in my ear, have no fear. With my locks in hand like a lasso, you're a superstar, Lupe Fiasco. No need to kick or push, just relax and coast. Those jagged edges don't phase me. I got to be the one to fill your life with sunshine while we have this lifetime, not the next. Unlike Erica Badu, the bag lady doesn't exist because of you. Mentally free, I am me, saying yes like flow a tree. They can't take her. He loves her. Mind, body, and soul. Anita Baker. Poem.
My baby ain't no fool. She understands we playing with a different set of rules. Brothers can't call the crew, crack a brew, and barbecue. Our daughters can't sell water near the crib where they live, and our sons can't take dips in the community pool. Whole time I'm watching the news confused. But my baby ain't no fool. She understands that 40 acres and a mule given to the abused that's paid dues is minuscule and quite rude. A joke that's cruel without access to the proper tools to use to improve. But that's cool. Just give us back our jewels, and I'll build better schools that'll make her drool. I'll create safer streets that'll make her leap. I'll put positive people of color that's pushing for the sisters and brothers in powerful political seats until she reach her peak. Oh, she a freak for freedom of speech. So on Sunday, Creflo and them preach, but the seats ain't cheap. However, I poor righteously teach every day for no pay, and she say 7 days of my wise words make her weak. So on God's son, I shine and lead the earth in heat. You want more?
Of course. I'm sitting here like, yo, what? You better keep going. How you gonna leave me stuck like that?
She chokes on my right to vote, which provokes my stroke to cast balance in the pose of her soul. I don't know what Lincoln was thinking cutting us loose, but fuck a truce. It's leather jackets and black boots. Darker berries with sweeter juice. Nappy roots won't hang with strange fruit. My sojourner is the truth. Oh, she turns me on with her right to bear arms as she busts a shot in a part of my heart that causes me to protest and march, which sparks a flame that have her calling my name. Mo Malcolm, Mo Martin, Mo Medgar, Mo Marcus. Oh, Mo Mandela, the fella with hella stamina. See, when I do the knowledge to my wisdom, I don't stop till I'm fully understanding it. I go Huey for the P, whip out Bobby and seal the deal. Levitate till she meditate to my energy she feel. See, black love is real. And to those that oppose the foes, it is truly scary. But when it comes to me and mine, our love is revolutionary. The end.
Woo, man, I can't believe you was not gonna finish that. Cause I believe this is one that I saw you perform and I was stuck. I was like, oh man, I love this. Look, do you have another? Do you have another?
Yes. Okay. This is one. What am I doing? I'm trying to be nice. Because I don't know if this is
This is a grown ass show.
huh? What? This one, this people in the audience saying, "Hey, do this." My house is actually fans.
That's what's up.
That's crazy. They telling me which one to do.
Yeah,
No,
go ahead. Tell him which one to do. Tell him to make it fire. Something serious.
like erotic, man. Erotic.
Yeah, come on with it. Even though, hey, I have you come back on an erotic show. Don't play with me because I will have you come back. But you could go ahead. Like I said, this is your time to shine. So if you got the erotic, let's go with it. I always got time for erotic poetry.
What time is that?
Look, I don't want to do that one. Look, peace to the queen in the background. Get him right.
Okay, she said be nasty.
So listen to what the queen said. Be nasty. That's what she want to hear.
All right, how do we? Ironically, the kitty was pretty with no hair. It appeared to be drowning in its own juices and fighting for air. Well, it's a good thing I was there. So I dove into this raging river with the intentions on saving it, mouth to mouth resuscitating it, pushing buttons with my tongue, penthouse elevating it. And indeed, she was pleased because she began to squeeze her thighs and knees and I couldn't breathe. But I believe I wasn't making it, but I kept my face in it because I planned on licking it to death and reincarnating it. Oh, you don't know who Maurice is? I don't beat the pussy up, kill it dead, or tear it to pieces. I make it whole, give it life, and resurrect it like Jesus. So ironically, the kitty was pretty with no fur. I like to stick my spoon in coffee and stir. Lick the pussy till it purr, till a solar eclipse occur, till you calling me a racial slur, like eat this pussy, you nasty nigger. So I don't remember the rest.
Oh, damn.
I got you. Eat this pussy, you nasty nigger. So you ask me what that mouth do? I'll tell you, taste this soul and suck it out you. See, I'm the shit, but tonight is all about you. Have you ever had your lips kissed and your clit licked till your hips shift and your legs locked and your knees knocked till you was hot and wanted him to stop and climb on top because he hard as a rock? Well, if you said no, my condolences, because your man is dead. Dead fucking wrong. I'll give head fucking long until your legs fucking gone. Anything less is rude. I'll fall asleep in my food, squeezing peaches, plucking plums, pull out my pinky and put in my thumb. The cat got my tongue and ain't got to give it back till she come. So ironically, I was smitten by a kitten with no coat. Smelled like soap. Tastes like hope. Wanted to be poked. Wanted to be stroked. I had her hitting notes. Had the pussy soaked. Had my dick yelling, please put me in, coach. So I licked it. That pussy like, no. So I ate the pussy like I was on death row and it was my last meal. Made it pussy sparkle and gave her something she can feel. She couldn't keep still. Tried to escape from the thrill. But a bitch can't run because a nigga be on wheels. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? So chill. Sit still. Let me lick you. Because there's more business to get to. Because after you come from the tongue, I ain't done. You going to be like, damn, son, you brought dick too?
I want you to know, you can't hear him, but my brother is in the living room watching, and all I hear is, yeah, that's right, yeah. Yo. So you performing that tomorrow, ain't you?
Yeah.
You better.
So
you won't kill them with that one, yo.
I was gonna do the slam. Like I can go and go and go because Urbane Floetics, like I had no erotic poetry, but that's the only shows they kept putting on. So I couldn't keep doing the same one over and over after, like, you know. So I had to start writing them because I never did them before. But it's just like writing a movie on a screen or whatever. But I pull a lot of my stuff from my personal life.
Yeah.
Like I have to pull from there. Like I can't just make the stuff up. I have to pull from my personal life. The one thing about this here, this is what I want people to know about me. I'm a dad.
Yep.
And
Sage
regard
Youngblood just jumped in. That's one of your peoples.
who?
Sage Youngblood.
That's one of the founders of Urbane Floetics. When I was talking about you, and I was talking about one of the sisters,
Uh
two of
huh.
the sisters. Rest in peace, Bananas. She would jump on too. She's no longer with us in the physical, but her energy is still here. But
That's
Sage
right.
Youngblood and Bananas, her name is Crystal. The two sisters that got me started with erotic poetry.
Peace
Funny,
Queen, Peace Queen. Thank you for getting this brother on that erotic
the
team. Okay.
funny thing about it, is the funniest part about this. I don't like to do it, but I got what I was getting at is I'm a dad, and tooting my own horn, I'm such a great dad that my family is my biggest fans and supporters.
That's right.
My family, my wife tells me, do this one, do that one. So you thinking she like, nah, don't be. She's saying, yo, do dick too. I'm like, what? No, like, nah.
Yes.
She like, yeah, I like that one. Like,
Yep. That's right. Look, she said he's a beast. I
my,
already know.
yeah,
I've been stalking his IG every time he posts another performance video. I'm at work. I don't care where I'm at. Somebody be talking to me. I be like, hold on, wait a minute.
yeah, my
Like,
sons,
yeah.
my old, my oldest son, shout out to Two Jeeves. Follow Two Jeeves, TWOGEEBS, or his alias Zilla F Baby. He ain't me yet, but he just as dope.
Wait, that's your son?
Yeah, Two Jeeves, the dope lyricist that the music that I use for all my videos in the
Yeah,
background when I promote my clothes is
yeah.
my oldest son. I don't use
Well, that's
nobody
the
else's music
thing.
but his.
That's how you do it. You keep it in the fam. Like
Yeah.
people be trying to, they be trying to figure me out. Like if there's anything that I'm doing, if I know you can do it, if it's somebody in my cipher or on my squad that can do it,
If you
I'm
and my
coming to you
family,
first.
listen, my sister's husband do armed security. He's an armed security, like with famous people and not famous people, but rich. We was having a program here, and they was talking about hiring police to escort us. I said, yo, I know private security, but it wasn't worth the money for him to come all the way from North Carolina with his guns and his crew for what they was trying to pay. But I'm with the family first.
That's
I'm
right.
going to
Family
family
first.
first. You do it, I'm going there.
And since he
So,
said family first, I have to say this. Shout out to my big bruh, to Sean Qualls, aka Big Lish, rest in peace, because he had his clothing line, Family First. I got the emblem
oh,
tatted right here on my shoulder,
let's go.
to pay homage to Big Bruh, but that's how it gotta be. You gotta work and people keep forgetting that family is not necessarily family because of blood.
No.
Blood makes you relatives. Family is who you bring within your cipher and who your energy is ripe and you vibe with. You know what I'm saying? And if it just so happens to be some blood related folks, then
Yeah,
by all means, that's even better.
that's even better. Right. Let me tell you how I raised these boys here. So my son is working on his fourth album, right? He's working on his fourth album, G Tape 4. Again,
Yeah,
two
he's
G's,
killing it, Danger.
TWOGEEBS. You follow him on all streaming servers. He's dope. He ain't talking that crazy stuff either. I'm his father. He can't. He
Got
like,
it.
he
Got it.
can't. Yeah, he ain't talking about raping hoes and perks and all of that. I mean, all right, he get a little grimy, call him his father, but he ain't off the chain. But let me tell you what my son did. My 16-year-old who ain't never grabbed a mic, ain't never hit a beat, ain't never did nothing, is the executive producer on all my son's albums. Because he said if he ever blow, then his brother getting
Taking his
paid
brother
too.
with him. I know that's right. I know that's right.
So my brand, my boys will take over that when I'm out of here. We make sure all of us are gonna eat off each other.
That's right. That's right. That's how you create legacy. So, before we come to a close, let the folks know how to follow you, where they can find you, whatever events you got coming up.
So tomorrow in Newark, the flyer I sent you, if you can put it up.
Put that back up. Brick City.
Uninvited Productions. My man is having a poetry slam, an erotic poetry slam. Again, I was trying to tell y'all my background is in battling. So I'm going there to battle. And
He
it's gonna be
coming
an
to
erotic
win.
battle.
He coming to win, y'all. Just so y'all know.
And his dick too gonna be on the menu, but I got some other ones.
He said Dick 2 gonna be on the menu.
And if I gotta pull out
Peace,
my phone,
peace.
like cause I
What's that,
expect some
Rasheem?
competition.
Rasheem Langley, that's your people's too?
Yeah, that's my people showing up. They just if they stay, that's my people. If they look and then leave, they ain't. They just being nosy. If they stay and watch, that's my peoples. If they look and leave, they just being nosy.
Well, if
Um,
any of them are poets, please get at me because I would love to get y'all on here so y'all could shine just like Mo Danger did tonight. You know,
Sage Youngblood is a poet, but would you like to interview my brother? Lost Child
I
is
want to interview all of them, and I
that.
could look. I could get
Say
up to
less.
I could get up to 10 of us on here at one time.
Say
Okay.
less.
So we can make it happen. We can make it a special event. We can make it, like look, she
And
told
then
you,
we
shut up. Look, she said, shut up.
and we can battle on here.
Yes, yes. We could battle on here. We could do it up. Like that's exactly what I want. Remember, I already told you I wanted to do the Venus versus Mars.
All right. I'll get. I'll see what I can do. I'll see. I'll do it.
We can
I ain't
do
gonna see
it.
what I can do. I'm gonna
And
do
don't
it.
forget, those of y'all that's just tuning in, Shine Vibrations, September 30th. It is a year that I have been on the dopest platform, blastmusic247.com. So I am partnering up with Capri Rich to host my 1 year celebration. And we are planning a slam as well. So those of y'all that come from far, near, and across the states, whatever, we can make it an event that's leading up to, homecoming around here between Greensboro, well, even further from Durham all the way down to Charlotte. So who knows? It might be a bunch of events. I just found out that there is a mushroom party also around here. I will find out the details for that. My homegirl just put me on, so next Friday I will promote that event as well. I just keep dropping my phone.
Can I plug something real quick?
Sure.
I want to plug. All right. Right now, to order your shirts, just DM me your size. I'm going to get what is that? The LLC code? Not LLC. The QR code where you can just
Okay,
order and do whatever. But it's a one man show right now.
Are they unisex shirts?
Yeah.
Okay, because the
But
girls. I need to have room for the girls. So if it's a unisex shirt, then I
They're
can
not
do
a
it.
t-shirt. So whatever t-shirt size you wear, that's what you wear.
Because some of them don't. That's why I asked if they're unisex tees. Because if it's unisex tees, then I could do an extra large. But if it's female, then I need a 2X.
Got you. I hear you. Just the one plug because this is special to me, and it's crazy, and she don't even know. But you see these here?
I was peeping them.
Earth Eagle make these.
Okay. Shout out
Right
to Earth
now,
Eagle.
her company is called Phoenix Conceptions. She's on Facebook under URTH Eagle. However, she does beautiful work, and I've had some from a lot of different people. And everywhere I go, I see people who wearing these telling me, "Yo, where you get yours from? Like mine is better than theirs." Earth Eagle. All the people who stop me in the streets, stop stopping me in the streets. Watch this and get the information now. And ladies, stop grabbing me, because if I grab your hand and say, "Oh, that's a nice bracelet," I'll get in trouble. So stop touching me.
Exactly. Okay, wait, pause. Yeah. Let's highlight that for a second because
Yeah, I can
remember
grab you. Oh, that's
remember
nice.
no
That's
no
so
no.
beautiful.
Remember when the sister grabbed Buster on the ass and he
Mm-hmm.
turned around and threw water at her? That's
Yeah.
what you did. You
Yeah.
don't disrespect, first of all, you don't disrespect the God like that. That's number one. Number two, like he just said, good damn well, if it was just the average brother that reached up and grabbed you on your ass while you walking past, you be ready to fight, call all your brother, your boyfriends, whoever to come dead that. Like, nah, we not about to do that. You know what I'm saying? We
Or
not.
even worse,
Keep your
police
hands,
cancel,
keep your
lose your job. Like,
yeah, all of that stuff. This is cancel culture right now. So
right.
you do shit and mad, and then now you want to turn around and cancel folks. Nah, keep your hands to yourself. If you
Now I'm
grew up
not
in the 80s and the
intimidated.
90s, you was taught to keep your hands to yourself. And you're
I'm
gonna run up against the wrong person and do that, it's gonna be a problem.
right. I'm a safe bet though. I was raised in a house with just women. I'm a safe bet. I'm a smile. I'm telling y'all now, stop doing
Yeah, no.
it. Somebody else might
Especially if you
stop.
do it and wifey not there. I don't even know her. Okay.
Right.
But you may not know she's on the other side, and you might try that. You just might get dog walked, okay?
Yeah.
So keep
Like,
your hands to
no,
yourself.
for real. I'll be somewhere sitting and somebody, oh, that's, if you point, that's one thing, but to grab my whole hand and say, oh, that's nice, and I don't know you. But anyway,
But they're crystals anyway, and you should not be allowing
right.
people just to
Don't
touch
touch
your
it.
crystals. As much as I get attention from this master healer, I get people all the time. I've had this since 2016 that have literally
Oh my
tried to, oh, can I? No. Just like you can't touch my locks. No.
Yeah,
That's
they
my
bugging.
energy. That's my spirit. You cannot do that. So I see Rashim and Sage been going back and forth in the chat. And he said, nah, Sage, show up. So you heard, check Sage. I don't know you, sis, but hey, the brother called you out. So I'm just adding on. I don't know what
Yeah,
that's
she
about.
make these too. Here's my crystal.
Ooh.
I was looking
Is
for
that,
the bracelet that go.
is
Yo,
that
Earth
a
Eagle.
shungite?
Huh?
What is that? Is that a obsidian or a shungite?
It's black obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
And then these are what's tourmaline?
Black tourmaline. I
That's what this
see
one
up here.
is.
I got a crown. I got two crowns up here. I
That's
got
what
all
this
my
is.
crystals up here.
Tourmaline.
Yup, black
The,
tourmaline.
the
That's the
obsidian.
look, aka the hater blocker.
Right. Wait, let me see if I can. This
Okay, so
and I
look
and I
now
charge them.
she playing
Like,
nice.
who playing nice?
Sage and Rasheen playing nice now.
What they fighting with each other or something?
They beefing in the chat.
Oh. Hey, Rasheen. Somebody I think hacked you because they was all in my inbox. I don't know, but I just disconnected. If this Rasheen with the dreads that used to have dreads, I unfriended that person. I don't know, but they was in my inbox trying to sell me something like the Nigerians, and they weren't answering the question. They weren't answering the question. My wife Nigerian. That's crazy, right? Well, they wasn't answering the questions that I was asking them, so I didn't know it was you.
Okay. Hold on. Your
But
wife
bye.
Nigerian, she makes some good jollof.
No, she African. Her mama American, and her father Nigerian.
Wait, hold up. Now I know folks down here tell me that I come up with some creative shit. Did you just call her African? You can't just slide that in there like I wasn't going to catch that.
Yeah. She African. She more American than Nigerian. So I eat American.
Look, dead African. I thought so. And he said yes, his page was hacked. So you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
All right, so tell him to send me another friend request and we'll kick it then. I don't know what that was
Rasheen,
about.
you already heard him. Send him another friend request so y'all can kick it back how you used to. So again, drop your Instagrams, like emails, whatever you using, drop all that again. And I'm definitely gonna have you back on. Now you done talk so much shit, you gotta come back on for the erotic show. I got,
Uh,
you know what? I got you. Oh, what's that? At Mode. Okay, that's your IG. See, look at that. Self promoting on the back of the t shirt. That's what I'm talking about. So, or you got Mo Danger, the way he got it spelled, Moedanja on IG.
no, no, none of that extra underscore and all of that craziness. Just Mo Danger. Simple.
Look, he said, yeah, they don't know about arts or what's that RTRE?
Oh, RTRI.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I was asking the person certain
You was
questions that,
asking those questions.
and they couldn't answer it. So I just unfriended that person and blocked them out of my inbox.
Yeah,
It wasn't Rasheen.
it's so bad
Rasheen
that
knew
you
the answer
gotta
to
do
those
that
questions I asked.
now. Yeah, that's what it is.
Hmm.
So y'all can catch him around and shout out to Jersey. I must say this because we build on this yesterday. Like
Hmm.
me leaving Jersey in December of 2009, the poetry open mic thing was around, but only in certain spaces. But
Right.
as the years have gone past and have grown, like I can't wait to come back home. Do you understand me? So let me know if there is anything going on in North back around September 15th to 16th to 17th, because I'm in there. Let me know. I'm in there. Anywhere. That's right. Jersey, stand up. This is 07065 over here. PC, Prison City, right this way, aka Raw Way for those who don't know all the acronyms.
Well, Brick City.
You already,
07103.
that's right. So any last minute shout outs you want to do before we cut it for the evening?
I want to give Queen Shine a shout out for reaching out to me because I thought you were at one of the recent shows and the buzz was going, hey, let me interview him, but it wasn't. You're in North Carolina.
That's
So
right.
I want to give you a shout out for giving me some shine because I got 200 followers. As dope as everybody told you, dope. I gotta get you at a show. Oh, you fire, Mo. Oh, you gotta hear Mo. You fire. Oh, you gotta hear. Out of all these people saying this, I got 200 followers. I don't get no shine until I get to the show.
That's all right. And hold up. Sage, she said she raw way and bricks. Sage, you don't know me. Let me find out. Sage, you gotta find me on IG or whatever. Can you connect us like on Messenger or something? Sage, you up next. I got a sister already for September 8th, but Sage, you up next, sis. Yeah, I gotta get you on here. You done already said that you from Rawway, so
Okay, so
and you
so
said
why?
you know me? Okay, yeah. I,
So
I gotta get you on here. We not playing. We getting
so
07065 on here.
so by getting Sage on here, let me tell you what you segueing into. Because the whole conversation we had earlier, how did you get into poetry? I said these two sisters
That's right.
started something called Urbane Floetics, Sage and Bananas. And Sage, you talking to her right now. And
Crashing.
they had a Facebook group called Erotic by Nature. So
Okay.
because I was in the Facebook group with Rasheen, I'm saying everything is full circle. Rasheen Langley, Sage, and I were in a Facebook group. That's how I met her. She started an erotic poetry Facebook group. So me and her, she added me. So by adding me, I'm reading this stuff and I'm like, ooh, what the hell going on in here? Like, ooh, y'all some freaks. Like, there's some freaks in here, right? So my competitive nature when it
Keep
comes to these
clever.
lyrics, and I saw them on and on and calling this one the man and
She
this one the
said,
man.
she said,
No,
Ninja, you urbane floetics all day.
I know, but I had to earn
So
that spot.
basically, it's sounding like she's saying, don't forget.
But let me finish my damn story, Sage.
Can I finish my story? Can I finish my story?
So I gets in there. Sage like, yo, they started this little battles in there. I'm a battle rap. So I'm just going off the head. So I gotta pull from my own experiences because it sounds like these people they're good at this stuff. So I had to pull from my head. So my erotic poetry was more vulgar, just raw vulgar. Like it wasn't no poetry part in it. It was just straight up.
She said,
And they liked that jump.
Okay.
And they liked it. But I didn't. So I said, you know what? I gotta make it more artistic. And then they really started loving it. And then Sage and Banana started Urban Floetics. And the first performance, the first show they put on, I performed, and they pulled me to the side and like, yo, you need to get down with us. I gotta do this nasty stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta do this nasty stuff because you was physically doing the nasty stuff anyway. So I'm saying, shit, why you can't spin it?
Write about it, right?
Now you gotta write about it. Look, if you can't write about it or talk about it, you ain't got no business doing it.
So
look, she said lies. She said lies.
yeah, that's something I don't do, but okay.
She said you was already down. That's where she's talking about the lies.
The exact.
She getting on you. She said your memory is worse than hers.
No, yours is worse than mine. Bananas and Sage already had their idea of what they wanted to do. And she came and she asked me to rock with them. And I said, hell yeah, I'll do it. I love doing this. What part don't you remember?
Look, I love it when it's Jersey. We can do this all day. You feel what I'm saying? Look, she said, right? So.
All right, and Rasheen. Is Rasheen still on? He know. We all met in this group.
He just said, why you acting like you didn't fit in? Look, they double teaming you.
Acting like I didn't fit in.
Why you acting like you didn't fit in? I said, I didn't, motherfucker.
A lot of them people in that group was lame as hell. I didn't fit in. I only got cool with the cool people. That's why me and you feel kinky. Do we kick with anybody else there?
You know what? I can't wait. I thought my other brother Malik was going to tune in, but yo, you and my brother, y'all talk like y'all come from the same exact era. Like I gotta get y'all to link for real.
Yo, it was a Rawway group. I was the only one from North. I didn't fit in.
One from North.
A couple of people.
I'm from Rawway and I wasn't even in the group, so I'm feeling some type of way right now.
See?
She said, but look, she clearing it up. She said that they were just planning and you was just part of the plan.
Again, so she's saying what I said. They planned some shit and asked me. That's what I said. So what she's saying is I was already down from the beginning. I just didn't know that. So I'm not saying nothing wrong. Don't call me no loud woman.
So Rasheem, are you calling him your twin? He said, that's my twin, never a fish out of water.
Who said that?
That's what Rasheem just put.
Right, he know. He know. I think Rasheem from North too. He ain't from Rawway. He just hang with them people.
Hey, now. You said them people. What on, son? Okay. What on, son?
All right, let me rephrase that. Rasheem from RTRI, because RTRI ain't Rawway. It's a difference. Them Rasheem ain't RTRI. Hey, y'all get off my feed with that RTRI shit. I done moved on and I found peace with God. Get out of here.
Oh man, yo, see, I knew this was going to be a bomb interview.
I'm in a good space right now.
Yo, look, we're marking this right now, right, Mo? Mo and Mo, we marking this, right? We got y'all, and we talking about y'all two in the chat. Damn it, we got y'all. Y'all are going to be on here. We bringing Mo back with y'all and whoever else. Get this lined up because this is going to be an opportunity for y'all to act the fuck up, okay?
I'm
That's
telling.
all I'm saying. It's
Please don't
free
put me on no
range on
live.
this podcast, okay? Free
Don't
range.
don't put me on no live with her. I'm telling
Right.
you. I'm
Oh, yup. It's gonna be on and popping, sis. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I can see
telling
it
you.
already.
Oh, and here she got more stuff. I just love Earth Eagle. I love you, sis.
Shout out to Earth Eagle.
And she, yo, whatever I order, I ain't waiting months and day. Like, yo, I order it, I pay her, and then I go to the mailbox and it's there. It's like, yo, and she's in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I
I was
believe.
just about to ask where was she located.
She mad, but right now, everybody contact me. Shirts, jewelry. She used real crystals and stuff. It ain't like these. It ain't not plastic beads. Like she
Nope.
used
These is crystals.
hematite.
That's all we use is the real thing. So if
Oh,
the peoples is using plastic, they not official. I'm just saying that. Copper vibrations use real copper, they use real gold, they use real silver to wrap your crystals in, and real crystals, raw and what's the word? Polished.
yeah.
So
We're
no
the ones that.
buffed.
Yeah,
Um
my not bromine, tourmaline. I believe the name is. She teaching me. This. Oh,
yeah,
here goes some. So she sent
that
me
black
samples.
tourmaline and all of those, yep, those are the hater
Yeah, she sent me
blockers.
samples of the stuff she used.
Now is that the clear quartz?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, it
You
look
might know
just like
better than
this.
me.
Look, it look like this. That's a clear quartz.
Okay, and this is purple. This is the
That's the
second.
amethyst.
And
That's the
so,
sobriety stone.
so she's official, and the prices is official. It's like you would think, oh, she official. That must be expensive. Nah, yo. I mean, well, it ain't expensive to me. No, I
Yeah.
can't, but I don't think it is. No.
And see, and y'all see this, because this is what we do in Jersey.
Mhm.
When we know people that's out here that's doing that work, when we get connected with people, we plug them. If we know you might need to get right, we going to get you somewhere or link you with somebody to get you right. You feel what I'm saying? So, Say says she got to go to 24 hours of peace. Much love and blessings, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate
Uh,
you for tuning in. I will be linking with you. Okay, we not. I can't believe she from Broadway, and I had to meet her through you. But that's all right. I appreciate you, brother,
that's
for
how
being
it
a
works.
conduit. I appreciate you for being obedient to the universe and making the connections because now we linked. Like y'all can't get rid of me now. Like we linked, we locked in.
Yeah.
Peace
Yo,
to
let
you
me tell
too,
you,
Rashim.
yo, me and Sage used to be like salt and pepper when in this poetry community. And I was like bowling pins. She'd set them up and I'd knock them down.
I know that's right. I know that's right. That's dope. Well, I can't wait to when I come. See, now I could come back home with even more of a purpose now. I don't have to come back home, dip in and dip out. Now I could come and stay a little while and venture and do some things like I'm doing down here. So I appreciate for y'all for linking and doing what y'all doing because
Mhm.
now I could come back home and be fulfilled when I come back home. I like that. I love it. So with that being said, y'all see it on the bottom. If y'all want to be on here, y'all can reach out to Shine Vibration at blastmusic247.com. You can also reach me on IG, Queen Shine. That's QUEEN with the 8
Come here,
SH,
Bella.
which instead of the 8. Who that in the background? That's one of your sons?
Yeah, that's the young one.
That's the young one.
Yeah, the youngest.
Okay. Peace to the young king. You know, we love the babies. You know, the background. We don't care.
Hey,
I'm
Belle.
surprised. I'm surprised my sons didn't come running in here tonight.
Come here. Uh, where my gun
Look,
at?
and then look, Rashim talk about some. That's how it starts. Next thing you know, I'm down south at a cookout.
That's how I start.
That's how it starts. Look, we throw cookouts down here, bruh. So you definitely come on. Look, I'll be
What,
throwing them events September 30th.
when we
September
talk, you
30th.
said you wanted
Y'all
to do
need the link
something.
and come down together.
You said you wanted to start doing something annual. I was like, oh, that gives me something to do every year. What I tell you? I
That's
said that'll
right.
give me
That's
something to do
right.
every year.
What you say, bruh? Look, my bruh wanted to come on, bruh.
What do you want?
He
Peace,
wanted to
bro.
come salute you.
Oh,
He from
word,
North.
peace, bro.
He from North, so he was like, "Oh, the brother from. Oh yeah, I got to tune in. I got to tune in."
Yeah,
So that's
Brick
big
City
bruh.
all day, yo.
Brick City all day. Yup.
Yeah. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you a funny story about Newark. Let me tell you how Newark I am. I
How
have
North you are?
my nephew is a professional boxer from Newark, but
Who
he
is your
start
nephew?
Michael Williams Jr. So that's another plug. Check him out. He's 21 and
Yup.
one. He's Roy Jones used to train him, but he's
Mm-hmm.
stepping it. But he's upgrading. You know,
Oh,
Roy
she
Jones.
was a mess. He said, "We'll travel for food."
Yeah. So Michael Williams Jr. What I was getting ready to say, we was getting
You was
that.
talking about him. You was plugging him. He's your nephew. He's the up
No,
and coming
there was a
boxer.
reason I was talking about him.
You was
Oh,
plugging him.
funny story about Newark. Okay, so in North Carolina, where he lives,
Mm-hmm.
where he's boxing, where all of this happened for him at. He's big in his town. His announcer named Walter Waite, funny as hell. And during one of his matches, he announced him from North Carolina, Michael Williams Jr. I said, huh? Another fight from North Carolina, Michael Williams Jr. Our friend requested that, man. My brother-in-law had to calm me down, like, nah, it was my brother-in-law's doing. I was like, okay. I unboxed that man. I said, yo, if you announce Michael Williams Jr. from North Carolina one more time, you're gonna have a problem. He from North.
One more again, and I'm gonna be
I
on
said
it.
one more time, he from North. My brother was like, nah, chill. We going with North Carolina. I'm like, all right, that's what y'all want to do, but he from North. Stop
Why
saying he
didn't
from
they say
North, Walter
from
Wait.
North by way of North Carolina?
Right, that's what I was like. Stop saying that, Walter Wait. But but me and Walter ended up, I was for real.
No, I know you was. Because you didn't see
That's
the
the funny
expression on
part,
my
that I
face.
was
That's wrong.
serious.
So
The funny part was I was serious. Like, nah, he from North. But technically he not. He was born where, in Kansas or Arkansas? Technically he not from North either. He was born but he grew up in North.
like you.
But he's his boxing and stuff. He's a North Carolina boxer, so he can get that. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
And look, and since we talked about North Carolina
I
boxers,
know what it is.
shout out to Stephen Matthews. He got the pound for kids out there. He doing big things. He was the first person to train my oldest son. He's doing it real big to now he has integrated his program in with some of the public school system around Guilford County. So you know that's big for a brother, a black man, to take something that people deem to be so violent, but he was able to show that it is much needed. The growth that these youth, I would say, because it's girls too. So the growth, the determination, and also the discipline that he's adding on to the characteristics of these children now is so needed, much needed. So appreciate the universe for granting space and opportunity for those brothers that are making waves in the boxing community too. And Rashim, really, we do. People don't get it, but it is a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, sometimes you'll see me post on my social media. I had to remind folks, yeah, just so y'all know, Jersey is the only air I breathe. Know and understand that. I didn't have people say, oh, I know where you from. Why? Because you said no one understand. You either you got to be enlightened, you got to be around the nations of gods and earth, you know what I'm saying, to understand that. And it's a heavy culture in where Jersey and New York. But It's also down here, especially in the Queen City. So when y'all come through, we got it all here too. So that's another reason why I moved to Charlotte, because it's still like a little bit of home away from home. So, with that being said, this was a dope interview again. Appreciate y'all for coming in and cutting up, but I really can't wait for the cut up for when we all on here together.
Yo,
Okay, so
they
let's get
assholes.
the clicking. Look, let's get the clicking. I ain't playing because I'm jumping in everybody DMs. Okay,
Yeah, my friends are assholes. I guess.
everybody got one.
Right. I, I guess I attract what I am because I could be an asshole too. I guess.
All of us can. You know what I'm saying? It
Especially
is
when I'm
what
at
it is.
poetry shows and everybody's snapping. I'm the only one there talking about, yo, he trash.
That would look that
You
you
can't do
be
that.
in the corner in the back sitting there like
Mhm.
yeah, nah.
Yeah. I changed my ways. I learned when they
Yeah, you
start
grew.
messing up. I say, take your time, brother.
That's
Take
right.
your time,
You
brother.
gotta treat it like you in church. Take your
Yeah.
time. Take your
I'll be
time.
like, I'll snap. Take your time, brother. You got this.
Yep. Or look, that's where the rewind, give them an opportunity to collect themselves. You yell out rewind. It's not just because the line is fire. You know what I'm saying? If you can see that the poet is struggling, you holler rewind. You allowing them to regain themselves.
Right. You
And
helping
to
them.
go back.
Throw my alley you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna start calling that the alley oop instead. So
That's what I meant by the love of that community. Like they bail each other out. So you on the stage tanking. You can't remember nothing. There's one lady that's just snapping. Go ahead, baby. Take your time. We wait. This
that's
just
right.
happened at Mia's. It happened to me and the other guy. I forgot my poem in the middle of it, but I remembered it. He couldn't remember his at all, but they snapped and they clapped, and I said, "Yo, I love it here, yo. Ain't no judgment.
See, you gotta love it here.
Yo, I
But
love the
he said,
poetry
"Look,
community."
Rashid." I tell people all the time I'm an asshole. Okay, so how about this writing prompt? I'm an asshole. Rashim and Bo, y'all got a writing prompt. I'm an asshole. So when we
Already got
do
something.
come back, look, I bet you do. When we come back together, the first poem that both of y'all gonna have to spit is y'all versions of "I'm an asshole."
Poor Rashim, I didn't know you was a poet, bro. I thought you was just an asshole. But but now you done
And
came on
hey,
here and got homework.
if y'all wanna make it a dual poem, you know how you do. Hey, that's even better where y'all go back and forth. I love that concept too. I'm just putting it out there.
Rashim, you have to inbox me, bro. I got you.
I love it. I love it. Look, I love it here too. I really love it here. With that
Yeah.
being said, though, I can't wait to have you back on. I can't wait to connect with you when I get home for an event. I can't wait for to meet the rest of the crew and to have you on again. I appreciate you again, Mo, for accepting. Because I didn't have people. I'm gonna put it out there. I didn't have people that was congratulating. Oh yeah, dope on the podcast. And of course, like I say, I reach out to my peoples. I want to put my people on. I done had people give me dates when they want to come, and then they ghost you. Like, what is that about? We not in elementary school. We not kids. I'm 40 fucking 2 years old. Just say I changed my mind. But I'm not going to chase you. I never been a chaser, and I'm not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get this far by chasing, and I'm not going to start now. So there's always other poets that would love to get more exposure. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I do. The more I elevate, I want to bring people more and give them more exposures, because with the climate that we have, this negative climate, poetry is going to be the thing to save us. Little do y'all know. Like they say, Wu-Tang is for kids, poetry is for everyone. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me tell you this. What I also appreciate. I have plenty of offers to do stuff, and it never falls through. My peoples will tell you, don't ask me nothing, because if I say yeah, it's on, right? You said it. That's why I answered you. I wasn't being dry with you. I was answering you
No,
with one word. Listen, hear me out.
I
I
know, and
answered
I
you with
read.
one. You said, "Can you do this?" I said, "Sure." Because I said, "Here go
Loved
another
it.
person to ask me to do something, but it ain't gonna
Look, look,
never
look.
happen."
Loved it. Cause no, look. Now
I
before you
said,
go further,
"Sure."
guess what I did? I was sitting there and I was talking to my brother. I was
Uh
like,
huh.
damn. I said, with work and everything, I got behind and I said, damn, I want to do this. I could do a replay because it's the holiday weekend, but I really want to get this brother. Let me fuck it. Let me reach out to him because he is from Jersey, so I already know how this gonna go. And literally, I said he gonna hit me with a bunch of one-liners. I already know it. And soon as you said sure, I busted out laughing. I said, "See," I said, "Okay, we on it because we be ready." You know what I'm saying? We
You
be
ready.
ready.
So don't talk to me unless you ready. So I said,
That's
"Sure."
right.
And then you said, "How about this Friday?" I said, "Okay, okay, sure." Then you hit me with the link. I said, "Yo." And then you told me you was from Newark. I mean, from Jersey. I was like, "Oh, that makes sense. You ain't bullshit. I
I
ain't
ain't
got time for
bullshit.
that, yo. Don't
That's
call me
right.
about. Don't ask me nothing unless you ready." Like my man, the lady said, "Do you have a QR code?" I'm straight to the. I'm serious. No, ma'am. I'm doing this just me right now. You want a shirt? You gotta inbox me, but I will have that down the line where you can just do it. So I have all kind of people who I asked to help. They were like, nobody's heard from me. I don't have my money I don't have my money for what I'm trying to do. So I want to do this. I'm not gonna call nobody until I'm ready. So now I'm ready. I got it popping. I'm talking. I'm ready now. So when that's why when you hit me, you was like, "Hey," you said, "Peace, peace." And I was like, "Oh, I'm kissing and telling what's in our inbox. That's what we private,
They
right?"
don't care, no, because
He said,
because like one of my peoples, they was like, "Hey, I got a question." I'm from the era because he's originally from Brooklyn too. But he was like, "Why do you say peace, peace, peace?" I said, "Because I want to make sure that you get it all the way around." You feel
"Right."
me? You know, people, will say, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. So why can't I make sure that you got peace coming in, peace while you here, and peace when you go? You know what I'm
So number
saying?
one, that alone made me answer you. I said, "Peace, peace." So I look and I do my investigation. I said, "Well, do I know her? I don't know, but okay, peace. What's up? What's up,
Yeah. Well,
yo?"
I'm glad because I can't wait to have you back. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to have you back. And did Rashid just say he don't write?
I told you what I just say. I'm gonna have to. You got to inbox me. I'm gonna have to get with you and help you out, bro. I said that you weren't paying
And
attention,
then he
son.
said, no, no, I heard you when you said it, but he actually wrote it. The
Oh.
absence of confusion.
Nah, you want to be on here talking shit? Now look what you done got yourself into.
Uh-huh. Now, yep, you gotta show and prove, beloved. Mo, it was a pleasure. I can't wait to have you back. Look,
Anytime.
Rasheen, uh, young, what was Sage Youngblood? Appreciate y'all. Look, the home team. Can't wait to meet you all. But we gotta go. I was supposed,
Okay.
I was supposed to be on Clubhouse almost an hour ago.
Don't forget, you said you were gonna hit me with a link.
Yup, I'm gonna send you the link to the rooms on Clubhouse because Iron Sharpens Iron is tomorrow night, and the room that I was telling you about that I co-moderate is going on right now while we still
Okay.
on here. So I'm gonna send you that link. All right.
It's been a
So
pleasure.
yes, it has definitely been a pleasure. Y'all be safe out there and be good to yourselves as well as being good to others. Be safe this weekend. You know them boys is gonna be out there trying to get at those who is riding dirty. Please do not drink and drive if you can help it. Get you a designated driver. All these Lyft and Uber drivers out here, there is no excuses, okay? What did he just say? Did he say something else? We got a new comment before I was about to cut him off.
Uh,
What did he say? He said he could talk his way through anything. He's from Newark. Well, he had already cut out. So, Rashim, I'm gonna hold you to it, beloved. Okay, I'm not playing. I'm so serious. I need y'all on here, but Y'all be safe. Peace and blessings to everyone.
She had to go anyway. You could have got on it. They was typing. They was watching it and